Te voy a dar $1.000.000 con una condición.
Welcome to the dark world of the most notorious drug lord in history. Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria was born in Rio Negro, Colombia, in 1949 years. Raised in a poor family, he grew up with a relentless desire. He famously told his friends that by age 30, he'd be a millionaire. Escobar started his criminal career as a teenager on the streets of Medellin. He began by stealing tombstones, sandblasting them, and selling them to smugglers. Soon, he moved up to stealing cars and selling contraband cigarettes. But in the 1970s, he discovered a business that changed everything. Cocaine was becoming the ultimate luxury drug in the United States. Pablo realized that smuggling this white powder was a gold mine waiting. Pablo Escobar didn't just participate in the drug trade, he revolutionized it. He co-founded the Medellin Cartel, uniting several powerful crime bosses. They purchased planes, helicopters, and even remote islands in the Bahamas. Norman's Cay became a heavily fortified transshipment hub for their planes. At its peak, the cartel smuggled up to 15 tons of cocaine daily. They controlled nearly 80% of the global cocaine market. The wealth coming into Colombia was absolutely beyond human imagination. The cartel was generating more than $60 million every single day. Pablo became so rich that money became a physical logistical problem. They spent $2,500 a month just on rubber bands. Because bank accounts couldn't hold billions of illegal dollars, Pablo hid it. He buried cash in fields, sealed it in plastic inside walls. Rats destroyed about 10% of his cash, eating $2 billion annually. During this era, his net worth reached $30 billion. To protect his massive wealth, Pablo needed the support of the poor. He built entire neighborhoods, soccer fields, and schools for the public. The desperate people of Medellin viewed him as a saintly Robin Hood. But this charity was a calculated strategy to gain human shields. He also tried to legitimize his power by entering national politics. He was elected to Colombia's Congress, but was quickly exposed and expelled. The expulsion from politics fueled a dark and brutal rage inside Escobar. He launched a war against the Colombian state that shocked the world. His philosophy was simple yet deadly: plata o plomo, silver or lead. Accept the bribe or accept the bullet through your head. He ordered the assassination of hundreds of police officers, judges, and politicians. The cartel placed car bombs outside government buildings and crowded shopping areas. In 1989, they bombed Avianca Flight 203, killing 107 people. They also attacked the Supreme Court, resulting in a bloody tragic siege. Pablo's biggest fear was extradition to a federal prison in the USA. To prevent this, he brought an entire nation to its knees through terror. In 1991, Escobar cut a deal with the government to surrender. However, he negotiated to build his own luxury prison named La Catedral. It featured a casino, a nightclub, a spa, and a football pitch. He continued running his cocaine empire from inside this private paradise. When the government tried to move him to a real prison, he escaped. Pablo became a fugitive, constantly running from house to house in hiding. During this desperate time, he burned $2 million to warm his family. A special task force called the Search Block hunted him down relentlessly. They were aided by the U.S. Delta Force and a vigilante group called Los Pepes. His massive network shrank until he was left almost completely alone. On December 2nd, 1992, a day after his 44th birthday, it ended. Pablo made a fatal mistake by staying too long on a phone call. The Search Block triangulated his radio signal to a house in Medellin. As commandos breached the building, Pablo and his bodyguard fled to the roof. A fierce gunfight erupted high above the crowded, noisy city streets. Escobar was hit multiple times and died right there on the rooftop. His death marked the definitive collapse of the massive Medellin cartel. Today, he is remembered as a brutal terrorist who broke a nation. But his dark legend continues to fascinate modern pop culture worldwide. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more.
Te voy a dar $1.000.000 con una condición.
¿Cuál es?